Hello, maybe short tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Seiken Densetsu 3. You just have to ask the chat where that intro came from. We are headed back to the Mana Sanctuary at the end of the game. The Dragon Lord is trying to kill the Goddess of Mana or something, and we're gonna stop him or something. We still can't land our Flammy, near the tree. That would sure be convenient. Instead, we have to land it way over here and walk. We don't even really land it, we just hop off. Anyway, welcome back to the Sanctuary of Mana, everybody. Not related to this Dragon Lord from Dragon Quest. Good point. Alright. Shapeshifters. So these guys can be real annoying. I'm fairly confident that they are traditionally dark element, but they do transform into other enemies. Killed one before it could transform, I think. That Silver Knight actually quite strong to, I guess they get the elemental protections or whatever of whatever enemy they turn into. And maybe they reset their HP every time. That's kind of annoying. So, those guys are kind of jerks. I think it's possible if we just cast magic on them instantly, we just wipe them out before they can change. But we'll see. I think in their base form, they're weak to light. But that was not enough damage. So they're not dead. I have sort of a memory of not fighting these ones, because they just constantly shapeshift between forms. They might not be particularly damaging, but they can take forever to kill. They just rotate through forms, regenerating their HP as they go, I think. That's the gimmick. Every time they change form, they regenerate, which is... well, that's kind of cheating. And this game loves to cheat, so... it's been long enough. I don't need any more cheating enemies. Maybe if that spell's not strong enough, we'll go to the big MP spell. That's a blue rabbite. I like it. Too bad it's an enemy, but if we could domesticate it, that'd be pretty cool. Maybe they don't regenerate. Maybe they just have a lot of HP. I don't know. Maybe Blue doesn't know what he's talking about. Maybe this game has driven Blue absolutely insane. And he's just saying random stuff because his brain is broke. That's probably the most likely scenario, to be honest. Hey now. Now that's not fair. He shapeshifted into me. If he uses my... we're dead. Why? Why are you so strong? You can't do that twice in a row. You have to charge... you have to charge the thing up. How can he do it twice in a row? Run away, Charlotte! Flee! Evil Duran has come to kill you! You have no chance! Maybe we just keep him locked up there, he can't... his AI will just be broken. Send in the Ghost Brigade. Did you get him? Yeah! Okay, well, that was too close for comfort. How the heck does he get to double cast? See, I know I whine about it all the time, but the AI really shouldn't be allowed to spam weapon text like that. Like, come on. There's a mechanic built into the game to stop the player from using weapon text very often. You have to charge it up over the course of... it takes a fair while to get to a level 3 weapon tech. Uh-oh. The lily pads are gone. It's fine. Just super unfair. It's not fine. I disagree. Unfine. This is garbage. Can't turn into me and then use my own abilities quicker than I can use them. We'll call this the reused art asset dungeon, where they just color shift everything to blue and we fight all these same enemies again. It's fine that I complain so much. Oh, sure. That part's fine. Hey, look! That giant brick that I said would eventually leave. It's gone! I did remember something. It just delayed remembering. So, the first time I walked into this dungeon, I'm like, oh, why is this stupid brick here? Ah, this is dumb. Because at the end of the game, it's gone. Oh, there's another stupid brick! No, they just moved it! So we gotta find a new way around. The whole tech system's garbage, yeah. I mean, I think for the player it's okay. It's just... the enemies should have something else, or I don't even know what. Oh, this again. What just happened to us? Did someone just multi-debuff my team? Shadow Zed. See you later, Tim. You might miss the end of the game, depending on how long I get drawn down. I debuff myself, but now my other self is too weak to hurt myself anyway. I know that makes lots of sense, but Evil Duran is debuffed, but so is regular Duran. Anyway, we undebuffed regular Duran. Evil Duran... Come on, Evil Duran. At least we debuffed him first. Yeah, that saved our lives. You just gotta cast Dark Curse on him immediately, and it's fine. Debuffs are still the strongest thing in the game, so... nothing can survive being Dark Cursed. Not even an overpowered tech enemy. I think as long as you had power down, you'd be okay, but... might as well get everything. So this is not gonna lead anywhere. It's a good dead end. Sweet, sweet, good. So I'm so glad this brick is out of the way so that we can't use it. It opens up a path that leads nowhere. And that's so nice of them. Thanks, game. Well, this is pretty much the last area, so if you're not going to burn MP, why do you have all these spell cap? Why, Angela? I don't know what she didn't even do a tech. She's just sitting there, smoking some grass. Not willing to accept... You'd probably have to kill the Shadow Zeds? Maybe. I don't know. I expect there's a lily pad somewhere that's new. But there is a Shadow Zed over here. I guess it's... I don't know. It could theoretically be worse if he transformed into one of my casters. He does do some kind of debuff on the person he targets, though. It's pretty nasty. I think he does the AO. I think he does the multi debuff right before he, he transforms. Still increase strength, and then try to rush him down quick. I just don't trust, these guys at all. I expect he could probably do, like... I'm just assuming, because most of the nasty weapon tech enemies have had, like, a magic counter, I don't want to cast magic on them unless I have to, because I'm kind of... The pattern has been weapon tech enemies often counter magic attacks, and then just kill you. So, let's try to avoid it if we can. Are you saying I'm slow Let's Player, Tim? We're past the grind phase. We're just rushing to the end now. See, there's some new... I don't think these lily pads were here last time we came through. Okay, last enemy. Might as well use my tech. Yay! You win! I guess we'll fight it out. Couldn't hurt to get one more level up before the end of the game. Assuming I can ever control Angela. They got, you know, these guys definitely get, they must regenerate some amount of HP when they transform, because sometimes they die really quickly. Delayed death. I like how many OKs are on that wheel, though. Oh, a Basilisk Fang. I wonder what that does. Maybe he turns enemies to stone? That's an effect we don't have. So I realize Angela is running pretty low on MP here. I'm thinking maybe for the next encounter I put Leaf Saber on her and see if that works for stealing some MP. I'm not sure exactly how effective it'll be on my weakling mages, but we've not even cast it yet, so... Oh, a Mimic! Too bad it's already dead. Hey, there's that level up. Alright, Intellect, Spirit capped. Strength it is. Which is good, because we're going to Leaf Saber. She can hit a little bit harder. Steal more MP. Alright, so... Duran, MP steal for Angela. So she's at 28 MP at the beginning of this battle. Let's see if it goes up a bit. Oh, she's up to 40. That's pretty good. I can't keep an eye on everything that's going on, but... when she's attacking, she was getting some good MP. It's just the AI is so dumb. Oh boy. Well, I guess Duran continues to work on his luck. Okay, I think if we want to actually gain MP, we're going to have to take control of the character. Oh good, more gear seeds. Nice. But she went from 28 to 40 really quickly, so I assume, you know, if the character's not being stupid, having MP steal actually, assumingly, will work fairly well. Okay, there's no Zeds here, so I'm not super worried. Leaf Saber, Angela, do a bit of damage. I mean, if she heals around 10 per hit, it won't take any time at all. She just needs to actually attack. Oh yeah, this is actually really, really powerful. That's a really good spell. If you ever had a really long dungeon where you needed to regain MP without fairy walnuts, that would be incredibly effective for your sustainability. Even on a lowly, like, Duran would heal even more because he would hit harder. It's a percentage of the damage you deal, I'm pretty sure. So he would regain his MP, you know, almost instantly. Anyway, we've long since maxed out her MP. It's fine. That's pretty good though. I thought Leaf Saber was pretty decent. It's one of the reasons I went this path with Duran, even if we didn't have a good opportunity for it, really, but... This guy has transformed like 12 times. We're just in a loop here? Okay, alright. Alright, good. So with that, I think I'm pretty confident doing her expensive MP spell anytime I want. I mean, you know, like it matters. It's just, she can never really run out of MP, as long as you're, It's not just the golden statues, you can just straight up heal MP forever with Duran, because he can recharge his MP and the girl's MP anytime. Anything new here, or just... Looks like you can't switch to a higher class. Maybe you should try the remake. If you're following along, the Trials of Mana remake, after you beat the game, essentially, you unlock a ultimate class that's even higher than what we're currently at. Spoilers. Sorry, giving you guys all the spoilers. Look at the damage these guys can soak up when they just constantly heal by transforming. Let's not talk about the remakes. Well, some remakes, like for Secret of Mana, didn't deserve attention. But the remake for this game, you know, seems like it's relatively well regarded. I am mostly set on playing it sometime after I finish this game. I'm not sure exactly how I want to set it up, but I've looked into it enough to be like, yeah, it might actually make the game a bit better. See, that's almost exactly the same argument I have with the fan service stuff on the girls. So that has been one of my major criticisms since launch. But there are other things that they did in the remake that probably improve the game, even if some of the fan service is a little bit over the top. You can't get a JRPG nowadays without stupid fan service. Like, you friggin' Cindy in Final Fantasy 15? Seriously? Sydney, or whatever they called her? I don't know. Stupid friggin' Squaresoft. Is that necessary? It's gotta be tasteful. Where's the tastefulness? Wrong button. Kill! At least the weapon techs work for us as well. It is cool. I mean, it works better. Like, obviously, you charge up your meter twice as fast with Kevin and Hawkeye with good attacks. So, it's difficult with Duran. You basically need to hit, like, groups of enemies, like, 2 at the same time to charge up your meter quickly. You can always charge it up quicker with Kevin or Hawkeye. But Duran does get some amazing weapon techs. You know, like, if you can charge it up quick enough, every battle you could be doing. I think this is probably how you should be playing Duran. Like, I mess around with all the spells and stuff, but realistically, that costs me nothing. You just need to not die and get off a few hits. So maybe buffing his accuracy, or, you know, missing an attack doesn't charge up his specials. So there might be, if dexterity and agility worked, or accuracy worked, there might be some optimization. Butt boobs, yeah. Butt boobs, wait a second. Did they invent butt boobs already? Catering to both butt guys and boob guys. And, of course, butt boobs and boob girls. It's 2020. You know, I don't mind this level, right? The enemies have a lot of HP. It just means we get to show off our cool level 3 weapon tech more often. It's nice to turn it around on the enemies. Seeing as it's been the #1 killer of my party, and we can finally use it in revenge. And, like, the girls are helping out a little bit on these fights. Not a whole lot, but they contribute. And then I just charge up my thing and kill everybody. It's fine. As it should be. Alright. This is the route to the mana tree. Let's just heal up. Yeah, I don't know, Wiggum, if the entire Trials of Mana... Like, I assume Charlotte doesn't have the same outfits that Angela has. She's supposed to be a kid. But she has a very annoying... Like, you know, There's voice acting, so her speech impediment in this game that's text and terrible is then spoken out loud in the next game. I probably should have put a save state in, but... Oh look, the mana tree's gone! Such a shame! The tree has withered, and the goddess of mana is no more. Yeah, as far as we knew, that already had happened before you got here. I mean, the tree was still there, but the goddess did say she was dead. No, how could you? I see you are becoming weaker and weaker without the tree of mana. Understandable that fairies would perish with the tree, since they are born from it. Does that mean humans die when their mother dies? Is that how that works? If you're born from something, you die when the thing dies. This doesn't make any sense. That's not how the world works, Dragonlord. I will now bring havoc and ruin to this world, and usher in a new age of darkness with me as the supreme god. Mwahaha! No, I won't let you. Yeah, fairy, what are you gonna do? She just charges at him and gets killed. What a fool! Do you learn for death that badly? Well, at least we've got someone else on the team that's as dumb as Duran. Just, what was the effect of that? I remember a fairy that met a similar fate. She was with the Prince of Valsida and his knight. I was caught unaware by the Golden Knight's foolish attack, and we both fell. It took me so long to regain my strength, but now I am the strongest of the gods. None can surpass me. Look at my true form. And despair! Alright guys, it's time for final boss! It's a dragon lord! He's a huge dragon! It is the Dragon Quest boss. This is the form of your new ruling god. Kneel and pray for a swift demise. You will all be sacrificed to me. Angry dragon. Pay attention to the color of his skin. Now, there are 3 different final bosses. This is only one of them. We're all never mind. It's still a script boss. We're dead. Game over. Or is it? Someone cast Holy. That's gotta be Holy, right? What? Why does this hurt? This ends here. Even without the tree of mana, the tree or the mana power, we will never give up without a fight. Not as long as Duran is here. He's having a nap. Without mana, elementals and spirits may disappear. But don't lose hope. You can create a new world. What? You can create a new... Since when can we create a new world? The mana sword's gone. The mana tree's dead. The fairy's dead. But you're pretty tough. Just make a new world. And thus Legend of Mana was born, where you build a new world. Someone really liked that line of dialogue and made a new game about it. Duran, Angela, Charlotte, stand up and fight. The future is in your hands. We'll always be with you. Blah, blah, blah. By our power, it should be the other 3 characters that power you up. Where is Lise, Hawkeye, and Kevin? They should show up, use their life force to power us up, and then we fight the final boss. That'd be way cooler. I should be writing stories. Pitiful, you have no chance. You cannot win without the Sword of Mana. It's already over. You're wrong, don't you see? As long as Duran is here, the sword is in our hearts. The sword in our hearts, called hope, will never disappear. The heart element finally shows up. The 9th elemental. Silence. I will destroy any sword you wield. Even the sword of heart. I'll just crush your hearts, and then you won't have any heart swords. You must understand how powerless you are against a supreme god. You just walk up and poke him with a sword for 95 damage. Alright, final boss. Why, Carly? Why? Stop it. Your job is to cast magic, not miss the final boss. So, you know, we have this really neat spell that even the final boss is weak to. Ooh, he does hit pretty hard, though. But not for long. Get nerfed, son. Alright. No more stats for the final boss. I'm gonna try to keep everybody alive, though. We do get some interesting final boss music. And GG. It's not over yet. He's still pretty darn powerful. But that's a good start. Dark Curse is arguably the best boss spell. The best spell against them all. Hey, that's the spell that the Crimson Wizard used on us. Yeah. She just about died. Oh no, she died. Because she decided not to cast her magic when I told her to cast her magic, and the boss interrupted her. Alright, that's one cup of wishes down. Good start. I'm gonna say, before we get any further in here, it's time for some intelligence up. Because that did too much damage. So that was a debuffed boss attack there, by the way. Just imagine how powerful he would be if we hadn't debuffed him. He is really strong. This is a really tough boss fight. Like, don't underestimate this guy. This is a really tough final boss. But we're gonna go full buffs. Just gonna pause the game here for a second and spam some items. It'd be nice if we had Lise to AoE buff everybody, but it's fine. Item magic is practically instant, so it's one of the few things you can spam, which is why I haven't been spamming it too much all game, because it's, I mean, it's probably the most abusable mechanic, basically, because you can do this all every fight if you want. Alright, I don't even know if the defense up works because our defense is capped at 300. But it's possible that's just your equipment max. Maybe the defense buff actually, you know, increases your effective one, maybe. Believe in the heart of the cards. Interesting. Now, one thing you might notice is the boss's color has perhaps changed a little bit. I believe he shifts his elemental strength and weakness. And it's reflected by the spell he uses. So you can't get away with an elemental saber quite as effectively as some boss fights. You can't just use fire to do bonus damage. But you can drain HP. Now, if he goes Luna Elemental, it might not work, but I don't know if he can do that. Anyway, we're almost fully buffed. One more spell. If you brought Kevin, make sure it's nighttime. If you're playing with Kevin, always take boss fights at night, because then he's better. But for us, it doesn't matter. Okay, so what color is he? Yellow still? I'm gonna try, we've got Angela with all this magic. I'm gonna try Earthquake on him, because I think he's maybe Thunder Element? It's hard to say. But we gotta do a little bit of magic. We can't not do magic. 574 is not bad. Oh, he's using moon magic. Maybe he's Luna Element. Neat. So there is an offensive Luna spell. That's neat. We don't get it, of course. Oh, right. We don't need to heal. Never mind. We just need to attack. Here I was thinking, oh, I better do some healing. Nah, we just need to keep attacking. Alright, Angela, every now and then, you can test out a new element. $553, alright. I mean, this is the final boss. We gotta pull out all the stops. Summons. I want the 5 MP one? Yeah. We gotta cast, like, every spell on him once. That's gonna be my rule. Oh, he's changing colors. So he's using What do you think? Earth or wind? Kind of looked like wind. But it did 0 damage. We may have buffed up enough that he's pretty easy, that's fair. When I fought him the first time, with the same party as this, I was probably around this level. I lost. I ran out of healing. I used all my MP and all my Cup of Wishes and died. So, but I also didn't have Carly with debuffing and the magic buff items. So, it does make a pretty big difference. I don't remember the build I used the first time I played. But my Duran was nowhere near as strong as he is now. Oh, he might be, if he's using Light Elemental, Lumina, maybe he is, Lumina now. I'm not going to cast, like, Darksaber, but... I thought we cast Explode. It, like, never happened. Let's try out, our one Dark spell. Oh, now he's using Crosswind. Zero damage. I don't even know how much damage these are doing. There's so many numbers on screen because of the attacks. It's pretty hard to tell if anyone's getting good spell damage. Sadly, Angela, it's not really her fight. Oh, Moogled! Nice! So what we do here, let's see. Good thing I brought... Nothing! I gave up my medical herbs. I forgot to put them back on. Whoops! Ah! We got turned into Moogles! No! No, I got eaten! 84 damage. I'll kill you! Punch him! Get him, Moogles! Get him! Ow! Actually, that didn't even hurt. Never mind. Well, the status effect can't last forever. Can it? It's just yelling at us. Luckily, our buff... Oh, he decreased our evasion! Well... Evasion's... Poor little Moogles. This is a pretty tough... Seriously, it's a pretty tough boss. Like... well, there you go. That's all we needed. We just needed someone to die. And then we can bring them back. Play as them for a little bit. Alright, now that... Actually, you know, I could have been keeping people healed up, I guess. Do I care? I don't know how long they're gonna stay, Moogled. Maybe I should just let them die. If I let Carly die, she could cleanse people. Okay, that's what we'll do. We'll keep Duran alive, and we'll let Charlotte die. Yeah, Mog was a much better Moogle, for sure. So did we actually lose all of our buffs when we got Moogled? Yeah, we're not stealing life anymore. That's really annoying. I didn't think the Moogle status would dispel everything. That's really annoying. For the amount of time it takes to buff everybody up. And the fact that we've been stuck as Moogles for half the fight now. Let's take out the rainbow beam. Fair's fair. You cast Moogle on me, I cast the slowest spell in the game on you. It did 840. She still got her spirit buff. I think we just lost our sabers. I bet you the boss is still debuffed and we still have our buffs, like, other than the evasion that we saw go down. What did that do? That did something, but I couldn't see it. But I'm pretty sure we still have our spirit boosted. Like, we're still doing boosted defense and attack power and everything. Just no sabers. I guess the Moogle effect gets rid of your weapon, so you lose your weapon saber, maybe? This is gonna be really slow if I have to kill him with magic. It debuffed my magic? Just recently, I guess, maybe? I didn't see it. 664. Okay, I see. It's got too many debuffs. I can't keep up. Oh, the Giganto Flame attack. I guess that makes sense. He's got all of Angela's debuffing type of attacks. Well, I guess it's more like Hawkeye's. I mean, he's a giant dragon. He does what he wants. Oh, looking kind of blue. I feel like this spell is just so slow, it might not be worth it. That's a time investment. It's doing good damage, but maybe we can just hit him with single target fire now that he's blue. So we were getting about 800 damage, a little bit over 800 damage from the big spell. Oh, that healed him. Sweet! Does that mean he's weak to the color he is? Let's learn about dragon bosses. Now that also can't. Well, back. Let's just roll it on back. He's absorbed fire and ice now. If only there was a way to analyze the boss. He's definitely ice element, but fire didn't work, so. I can't believe I didn't bring any medical herbs. So dumb. I had them equipped for half the game. Probably more than half the game. And then I unequipped them to give one of those seeds. One of the scales. Stupid boss. It also seems like the Moogle status effect never wears out. Like, they've been Moogles a really long time now. He's probably got like 50,000 HP. Stop attacking Angela. You gotta kill Carly. As soon as Carly dies, I can res her and cleanse Duran. I'm not sure if you keep your buffs if you die in this game. Some games you don't lose them when you die. It's weird. Alright. Well, I don't think you can cast it on allies. Yeah, it's only enemies. That's really dumb. I can't believe I didn't bring the cleanse on this. Kind of mad. I didn't make a save state before the boss either, so I can't easily go back. We'd have to redo the last dungeon. I'm pretty sure we'll survive. It's just going to take longer than it should. We went from dishing out hundreds of damage a second to basically just... Oh! Boss music has changed. He's powering up! There we go. Finally! Thank goodness. Alright, we're good. Hopefully he won't have a Moogle spell in Phase 2. Because that just destroyed me. Alright, so he spirited down everybody. We only spirited up one person so far. Let's get everyone back up to magic defense. Angela, I rebuffed because she was doing a lot of magic. And now Charlotte and Duran will also have M defense. I don't think he ever debuffed our attack or defense. That I noticed anyway. It's possible when he changes location, he clears his own debuff though. So we should probably re-debuff him just in case. But it's hard to say. I'm not 100% sure. Let's try not to die anymore, though. I gotta put Leaf Saber on Angela, because we burned through her magic pretty good there. Alright, that'll get her recharging without having to burn fairy walnuts. Alright, I think he's probably... That's an evasion debuff again, that's fine. Let's get the sabers back up. $999 out of 1,000. That's a pretty good roll, Dirigible. Could you guys attack him, maybe? Thanks. It's like they didn't want to be in combat. Nah, this one's probably going to clear our magic defense. I think this was the one, right? Flare. $240. Oh, I didn't see any magic down. We're not hitting him for much. We better debuff him again. Just keep track of the damage we're dealing. Like 142 from Duran. Let's see if debuffing him buffs that up. I mean, we'll throw one of these in between. 652, not bad. Yeah, I think we were getting closer to 900 with the debuff on. Oh, that cleared the magic defense. What? That... Oh, no, that was him. Sorry, that was his attacks. No, he's... Man, I can't tell. The game does not do a very good job explaining what's going on. Maybe I lost my strength or something. I don't even know. I thought I hit him for more than 142, though, at some point. Yeah. 254, that's better. Now, we're going to run out of these buff things pretty quick if he keeps spamming the stat downs, but... That's where having Reese on your team makes a big difference. I'm not going to worry about the girls anymore for power and attack. They do, well... I don't know. They do decent damage. It's just Duran does a lot more. I don't know. We'll give them Dex and power one more time. And this isn't just giving them Dex. They had accuracy down, so we're going from down to up, which is a pretty big swing in accuracy, so... But it is really hard to keep track of what buffs are on who right now. Angela is not doing a great job of stealing MP. I guess I should take control of her. Hold on. I want to put Moon Saber on Carly or Charlotte, and then Angela needs to steal some MP. Oh, I see. She's not doing any damage. Her power must have got nerfed at some point. That's why she can't steal MP. I mean, I have no idea what happened to our buffs. It's just mysterious. I did re-debuff the boss recently, so it shouldn't be him powering up. That decreased everybody's defense. Alright, we're hitting hard again. That's what I want to see. Most people, anyway, are hitting hard. Nope. Duran's... Did I lose? What the... I don't understand. The game just doesn't explain itself. Yeah. No, that was 929. I gotta be buffed on Duran. It's just evasion's gone again, is what's happened. What I'll do now... I mean, I'm doubtful that I'm gonna go spamming magic with Angela again, so it's... Now that she's got her MP back, priority is for her to heal herself. Just so I have to pay less attention to AoE heals on Charlotte. I'm hopeful that in Phase 2 he doesn't switch positions as much. I'm gonna try another dexterity up. I know our defense got debuffed at some point, but I don't care too much. But missing all the time is pretty annoying. Strengthen! Okay, well we can fix that again, no problem. No strength up for you allowed. Oh, he's trying to protect himself too. He's going all through the buffs. Bad timing though. Goodbye, protection ends. Attack up. Alright. Some more big magic coming. I assume because we're in phase 2, we're more than 50% through, but... now he's flying around. Alright, I don't want Angela to die, so... Carly? Please, Carly. This inability to select your characters just takes so much of the control away from the game. Like, you just spend so much time just in menus trying to select people. It's like, it really slows down the flow of combat. Good thing I healed Angela, she would have died. You know, if you'd spend more time attacking, I probably wouldn't have to heal you so often. At least we got some cool boss music, right? But it has been kind of standard fare for this game for bosses to have a ridiculously high amount of HP. So, it's not a quick boss. It never has been. And unfortunately, with every animation and spell effect and menu taking even longer, a really strong, high HP, tanky boss really does go on for a while. It would be a lot quicker if we had Kevin or Hawkeye. Get the debuffs, get the buffs, and then just open fire. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're doing decent damage. It's not like we're not hitting him. It's just... he might even have, like, close to 100,000 HP. Someone could look it up. Dragon Lord. How much HP does this guy have? I'm still doing around 250 damage, I guess that's fine. The amount of misses on Duran is crazy, though. Oh, we got him. Like, I think we missed 3 or 4 of our, like, our tier 1 jump tech. Like, we missed, like, 3 or 4 in a row. It's just crazy. Alright, get out of here, you punk. Supreme Dragon God. My butt. Just imagine trying to do that boss. 55,000 HP. Yep. Yep. Just imagine that boss with no Dark Curse. It would have taken a lot longer. So I'm glad Charlotte helped out for at least one boss fight at the end. Oh! A Supreme God cannot die? He's just a self-proclaimed Supreme God. No one else acknowledged it. But yeah, highly recommend some form of debuffing. And if you can buff your characters, it helps. But he clears that out sometimes. By the way, thanks for never giving in to despair. But the Tree of Mana is dead. And mana has disappeared from the world. It's very similar to Secret of Mana. It's like every mana game. I can't exist without mana. We didn't know each other for long. It's felt like a long time. But I treasured our time together. I won't forget you. No, don't go! She's dead, Duran. You saw her get sliced in half. She's a ghost. Don't worry about me, Duran. You were fighting for everyone's future. Including mine. Blah, blah. I didn't even have time to read it. Whatever. I'm not clicking any buttons. You can see I'm not clicking any buttons. Oh! The goddess wasn't dead after all. You see, fairies are like seeds of the mana tree. Once they find a worthy person they trust completely, they can become the new tree. To bring mana back to the world, I must take the tree's place and sleep. Something may take a while, blah, blah, blah. But in 1,000 years, your descendants still might remember the Tree of Man. Who translated this? I will awaken. I'm sure I can something. But until I am needed, I will remain here asleep, quietly doing nothing, growing a tree. Now you get a big long delay. Nice. This is goodbye. What about all the problems? You know, Charlotte's grandpa is sick. There's something else we needed to ask her to do. I don't know. The Sword of Man is gone. Oh yeah, but it's in your heart. Humanity never learns. It's true. She's gonna spend 1,000 years taking, like, university literature courses. Gonna write a better sequel. Now, this happens every time, Tim. Like, every Secret of Mana Seiken Densetsu game, Mana Tree dies somehow. It's the end of the world. Mana's gone forever. All the elements disappear. But maybe one day they'll be back. It happens every time. In Secret of Mana, or at Seiken Densetsu 2, instead of fairies, it was the Mana tribe, the girls, that turned into the tree. In this one, it's fairies. I don't know. That's why it's not identical. It's not really connected. Oh, by the way, the priest is alive. He's happy. He's fine. Oh, Charlotte, you're fine. Something, something, nobody cares. Charlotte's story's dumb. Don't play as Charlotte as a main character. That would be the ridiculous. Heath cured my illness. Heath is back. Yeah, yay. He used forbidden dark magic to heal me. I tried to stop him. So I guess Heath, saved him. And then died. We never even saw him. Charlotte's entire story was to rescue Heath, who was kidnapped by Beastmen, you know, Jester Purple. And then in the background, he was fine. And healed somebody and then died. Maybe her speech impediment's gone, though. Maybe she grew up. Heath, why did you do that? Oh, wait, he's fine. Never mind. Sure, the game just told you he died. But look, he's fine! It's a Dragon Ball episode! You got the Dragon Balls and revived me! I sacrificed my soul, but that last sacrifice sent me to the good place, so actually I was fine. And, the dragon god let me come back. Body and soul. So the Mana Goddess did do what Charlotte wanted, after all. Even though, yeah. Nice. Loose end tied up. It's okay. I won't leave you again. I mean, I will not leave you again. Formal English today. You've really got to work on your English language. We're going to put you in school right away, kid. You know the goddess is looking at this. Maybe. Do I have to click now? Everything else has been on auto text. Yep. Who programmed this? Well, her eyes are on fire. Look at those pixels. Alright. I see. Magic depends on mana. This is like grade 1 education for magicians. Which means that without mana, our powers are no more. My magic included. Well, Altina will be plagued by a terrible cold. We're all gonna die, because I used my magic to keep it heated. Nice knowing you, everyone. Don't worry, Mother. What does cold matter if we've got the passion in our hearts? Yes, you're correct. Don't worry about the subarctic temperatures. Your hearts will keep you warm, even without magic. And their kingdom was never heard from again. Everyone froze to death. Darn. Just when I gotten the hang of magic, it disappeared. I'm gonna make a Twitter post about it. But I guess I found something more important than magic in the end. What? What did you find? Why are you looking at me like that? What did you find, Angela? We're not gonna talk about that. At least something will keep her warm, so she won't freeze. Duran! Big brother! My little sister talks better than the 15-year-old I traveled with this entire time. You're back! Yes, I'm back. I'm so glad to see you. See, we're the only one that's powerful now, because everyone else used magic. But we are now the most powerful character in the world, because we just used the power of sword. And even without sword magic, we're still super strong. By the way, something happened, you can talk about it. Right, because, you know, our dad turned to the dark side and then we killed him. And therefore, our little sister will never know, and our aunt probably doesn't want to hear about it, and something. Your journey was difficult, but it had to be done. Now is not the time for sadness. Loki is alive in you all. His soul is freed, and we must have told the king. Or the king knew all along. Or plot is hard. We don't have the mana goddess to keep the world in balance anymore. Didn't we just say, Heath just said the mana goddess is watching. He just said she's alive, she's doing miracles, reviving people that are dead, and keeping an eye on us. Make up your minds. Is she alive or is she dead? She was dead, and then she was alive, and then someone killed her, and then the fairy revived her, but now she's dead again. Let's see if the end cutscene. Is there a mana goddess? Yes or no? There's birds. There's lots of birds. Yeah, this is the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. Without the ability without the crutch of mana, people will have to work on science to stay warm. Oh, look, there's a little sapling. She's both alive and dead. She's Schrodinger's goddess. It's perfect. Science! Quantum state theory. It's perfect. Oh, there's more. It gets turned into paper. Yep. Someone just made a house out of it. That's some good timber there. That's some heartwood. We're gonna make some real nice furniture out of this tree. I guess there's no more. We're done. Oh, there's still a Flammy though. That's good. Flammy was actually less important in this game than in Secret of Mana. In Secret of Mana, Flammy was a little bit more plot relevant. This was just a guardian that lived on a mountain that joined us because, you know, we seemed like cool dudes. And then the Mana goddess gave us a drum, and that made the white dragon our friend. They could use the paper to write a better story. You should be paying attention to the credits. Who wrote the story? We can figure it out right here. It probably already missed it, but someone go phone this guy up. Graphic design. Okay, graphic was good. All these guys, they hired lots of people to do graphic design. They did a fine job. Like, they had so many people design graphics. These guys, that's where they spent the money on this game. That's like 6 in a row graphic design. How many boss monster graphic designers do you need? Oh, but there's one guy that did programming. 2 guys. I mean, maybe girls. 2 people. 3 programmers. That's better than Nasir for Secret of Mana. 4 programmers. Scope's getting too big now. 5 programmers. 6 programmers? Oh, man. Your GitHub's all messed up now. 7? Yeah, it's too much. That's where the bugs came from. Number 7. He's the one that wrecked the Dex formula. Oh, still 8? There's more. Square got too big by the end of the Super Nintendo timeline. 1 musician, 1 sound designer. Music was pretty good. Sound effects were pretty good. There was a couple audio tracks that were a little bit lower quality. Can we speed it up? Yeah, probably. But we're enjoying the end music. I gotta pump this episode length up a little bit. But look, it's a white dragon playing with a turtle swimming around in the ocean. You haven't seen this quality of Mode 7 graphics. It's like padding the video. Yeah, that's how you do it. Programmer times programmer bugs, yeah. Sometimes more is not better. Did I have fun? Yeah, I guess we should talk a little bit about the overall game. I've been talking about it as we played through. I still think it's a good game. When I started this Let's Play / live stream, I was like, this is tied for best game on Super Nintendo. I take it back. I was remembering it wrong, incorrectly. I got taken over by nostalgia goggles. It's a cool concept. It's more complete than Secret of Mana. The 6 choosable characters story idea is very cool. it's a good idea. I just don't think it quite worked. And the game mechanics and balance is kind of garbage. Then the story, yeah. I mean, the story's probably better than Secret of Mana, but not by a lot. Not by a lot. I have a feeling I know why the balance is so bad with that enemy damage. It's the defense formula. It's an attack strength minus defense strength is really hard to balance. That's why other games like Final Fantasy VI, released around this time, did a percentage-based defense where it's like your defense divided by 255 is the percentage of reduction. So more defense helps, it does reduce your damage, but it never just subtracts it to 0. So that you do nothing, and then a few more points, and suddenly you're doing lots of damage. And then with the way the buffs scale, it just doesn't work. So it's something that modern game design would probably catch with a little bit of math. But, you know, it's the 90s. These guys were just making it up as they go, I guess. So, whatever. I guess I have a better idea of why it was not released in the North America. I still think, for the era on the Super Nintendo, this is still a top tier, top grouping Super Nintendo RPG. Because there's a lot of RPGs on the Super Nintendo that are worse. A lot, that got translated into English. So they skipped this one. You know, there's a lot of RPGs on the Super Nintendo. It's kind of unfair. Similarly to Terranigma, which never made it to North America, and many other games that never got translated. And then you get other games that were translated that were just not even as good as these. But, yeah, I guess that's about it. Overall, I still think it's a good game. Maybe even great as far as the Super Nintendo is concerned. I would still rank it probably in my top 10 Super Nintendo RPGs. But it's definitely no Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy VI. And I mean, they have their own bugs as well, but the stories for those games tie together better. Things make more sense in Chrono Trigger, for instance. Just, you know, to pick the top of the pile, right? Seiken Densetsu 3, the story didn't... Like, the ending there, like, what was going on, right? Like, the ending was just all over the place. And I think it's because they were too ambitious with the 6-character, 3 final dungeon. There's too many stories. You know, there's too much going on for a simple Super Nintendo game, and I think they got like just a little bit too ambitious, and they didn't have the writing. Maybe they ran out of space on the Super Nintendo. You know, there's only so much storage capacity for dialogue. You can't just put hours of text into this game, and they were probably pushing the limits already with all those fancy graphics. So anyway, no full moons this time. We just get a Milky Way galaxy through some trees. I would still recommend anyone that's watched it this far along. I would still say recommended. Maybe check out some of the patches on the ROM hacks again. There are some patches, some easy ROM hacks that fix some of the bugs, and maybe fixing dexterity and luck, and I don't know. Maybe there's a patch that like balances the weapon text, because man. If you could just nerf the enemy's weapon techs, it wouldn't be nearly as busted. And, okay, yeah, don't bring Charlotte. Charlotte sucks. Angela, she's kind of up and down, but overall, I still rank her pretty low. Like, she's got some moments where she's really powerful. I like Angela overall. I think she's nice as the nuker. But you don't want two. You don't want 2 units that do no melee damage. I think you have to just decide you can bring one of Charlotte or Angela, and that's it. After that, you need the other 4 characters that actually hit hard in melee. Otherwise, the random encounters just take forever. I would probably recommend Kevin Rise, Hawkeye. The Saber spells weren't as good as I was hoping. They took, like... Duran's not bad, and... The problem is just that Moon Saber, you don't get it till the very end of the game. Moon Saber is super good, and it's a spell you can't easily get with anyone else. Kevin can get it, or he can heal, but I don't think you can get both. So if you go Kevin Rice, Hawkeye, you probably want Kevin to go light, and then get the AoE healing, because you're probably going to want AoE healing for the end game. And Kevin can do that. So you probably want to take them down that path. And then you're relying on Hawkeye for debuffs and Rice for party buffs. That's going to deal way more DPS. You've got 3 characters that can hit hard. You're going to miss out on some spells like Saber spells and some elemental damage, but just for random encounters, you're going to crush them way faster. I think Duran fits in decently. Any of those 4, Duran, Hawkeye, Kevin, and Rice, I think they make a good party. Basically any combo of them. And if you want to bring Angela or Charlotte, just bring one. Don't bring both. And then it wouldn't be so bad. But yeah, I think I played one of the weakest parties, if not the weakest. And it was frustrating because certain parts got real rough. Anyway, I should probably end it around here before I ramble for another hour. But overall, it was still a good time. And I'm glad I went back to it. I am not going to be replaying the Super Nintendo version with every story. It's cool. Like, I recommend, if you enjoy this kind of game, I do recommend trying it out from the other perspectives, because the intros are the best part. I think the intro stories for the 6 characters are the best written. And then it falls apart about halfway through the game, and the ending is garbage. Just like Secret of Mana. They put all their writing skills into the early game. I think all 6 characters have... I can't remember them all for sure, but most of the 6 characters have pretty good intros, and it doesn't really fall apart for a while, so, you know, it's kind of neat to check out. It's just, unfortunately, at the end, it's just like, oh yeah, you know, Heath is alive. If you're playing with Hawkeye, his girlfriend's alive, probably, and oh, you're playing as Lise, her younger brother's alive, and everyone's got someone that got kidnapped and killed, and yeah, you might skip Charlotte's intro. If you're gonna play Charlotte, use the fan translation. Also, highly recommended. The official translation really messes with her dialogue, and it's super cringe. I mean, if you like that kind of thing, sure, it's fine. But for me, super, super cringe. If you play the Djap translation, the fan translation, she does not sound like that, and she won't bother you nearly as much. So, you know, if you want to go Charlotte, use that, but I still can't really recommend her. She's got to be the biggest waste of space. Okay, let's call it here. Thanks for watching, future tubers. Hope you enjoyed the series. I got lots more Super Nintendo RPGs to let's play, and I might do something else for a little while, but this is two in a row, Secret of Mana and Seiken Densetsu 3. 2 high on my list that I wanted to bang out, and they're banged out this year, so that's nice. I'm happy because I got 2 more Let's Plays done that I wanted to get off my list for a long time. So that's what I got. Hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you for the next Let's Play.